How would you describe your life before Drive to Survive and after?
A little bit less getting stopped on the streets, less selfish with people. But otherwise, I mean, my workload is the same. To be honest, it's just like when you are out, people recognize you. And I always think, I was not looking for this thing, and I didn't expect it to come, but it comes, and then you just adjust it, because I think we have to give back to the fans. If they like it, I cannot be now, I don't do anything, because obviously they come to me because they like something they've seen, so it's a little bit more. When you go out, you need to think where you go and where you hang out, because on the race weekend, going to certain restaurants is not a good idea, because you will not left in peace.
So what is it about you that you think people are drawn to you for? Like, what is it about your personality?
You have to ask other people about it, not me.
No, but I want to know what it is about you, because you're the one who looks in the mirror every day and you see what you think you present. I want to know what you think it is.
It's not my looks to start off with, but I think it's just my. I say a lot what I think, I wouldn't say I have no filter, but I think if I think it, I can say it, and I should say it instead of going around the houses to deliver a message, over the years I got said, I just let people know what I think, if they like it or not. I mean, sometimes I don't want to offend anybody. I never start trying to offend somebody, and you have to accept that some people don't like this. I'm okay with that.
How many F-bombs are dropped in one day?
That depends of the day. I mean, on a race weekend, I couldn't count them. On a normal day, maybe very little. You would be surprised.
It's the two sides of
exactly.
Your personality.
There is more than one in there.
And now we have the book. What made you want to write a book?
I didn't start off, again, it was a little bit like Drive to Survive. I didn't start off wanting to be on a TV show. Somebody approached me and said, you should do a book. And I said, I'm not going to do a book about my biography. When you say a book, it's a biography. I said, I'm not going to do that. I said, no. The idea is we write a book like a diary, what you do in how you live life. And that was in 21. And I said,
it was a fairly dramatic year.
No, but I said, how in 22 something will happen? It could be the most boring book ever. They assured me that will not happen, and I think they were right. I mean, they knew something I didn't know at the time, and that made my decision. I wrote it with a ghostwriter, and he was very good, that's where the idea came out. And then when I read it the first time, when I did the audiobook, I realized actually it's pretty good, and I think it gives the people a different. It's not a book for the massive F1 fan. It's also for the massive F1 fan, but it can be read also, I think, as just sometimes wants a little bit of entertainment, So
what do we learn about you? Because part of it is written almost in diary form.
Yeah.
And that's a pretty honest thing to put out there. So what am I going to learn about you when I read it?
The way I think, the strange way I think you're going to learn about.
What's next? What's next for you away from the racetrack? What is something that you still want to do?
I honestly never have this thing, what I do next, I never have this in my life. Stuff happens, if you do things will happen, and I always live with that one. In the moment, the best thing which can happen for me is that it's quiet for a while and I can focus on the racetrack.
Okay, so you and I used to live where you live in the States now. Where is the one place you have to go when you're going out to dinner at home? Where is that? What's the one thing you have to have? You don't even have to say the name of the restaurant. Like, what is the food you have to have?
Pizza.
Pizza?
Yeah. In Mooresville, there's a very good pizzeria.
What's it called?
I have to think now. Alina's. You don't know it?
No, I do.
What? No. It's in a little bit. It's in downtown, a little bit outside of downtown, on North Main, where Barcelona is.
I do know where it
Yes.
is. Okay. What's the one sport you watch that's not racing?
I sometimes watch ice hockey a little bit, Yeah.
Canes?
Yeah, I just what is on TV. I watch them obviously when they are on, but I'm not a fan of one team. You know, I'm not supporting. I just watch it because I played ice hockey when I was younger, so I watch it for the sport. You know, I'm not into who is doing what every weekend, to be honest. You know, I just watch it out of interest because American ice hockey is very fast. It's very good to watch.
Have you ever been to Caruso's in Mooresville?
No, I've never been there. I know where it is, but
Yeah.
I've never been there.
It's good. You should
Yeah.
try it.
Everybody tells me that I never made it there,
And they don't let kids. They don't let kids in.
so I shouldn't go. You say?
You can enjoy it.